friends? Welcome back. It's Dark Souls time, once again. This is happening right after the episode where I just felt not good enough after beating Nameless King, Gundyr, killing both dragons in the Castle of Lothric, as well as looting, like, the entire area. Not even, like, the entire area, and selling all of my inventory. Well, the area before, Dragon Slayer armor, that is. Like, all of that was done in that episode, and I still don't feel like I did enough in it. Which just kind of goes to show how efficient I'll be if I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, if I genuinely, truly feel like I haven't done enough in the episode, I will make a little bit of a hasty effort to get to something new to do it. You know, like, and I actually consider Firelink armor, though I don't think I would have had enough time. Stop. But yeah, you can notice the small difference in my strength, because that old hag would have taken 2 hits instead of just the 1 without the strength ring. Anyway, here I go to fight this guy, the Dragon Slayer. Oh, he's behind us. When fighting him, whatever. It's fine. Honestly, if I spend a good bit of time fighting him, it's fine, because at least I'll have something to watch for most of the episode. Other than me just kind of confusedly stumbling around in a goddamn library, trying to find the exit as well as the items within. And even if I mean, I know the way through it, but even so, it does take a good bit of time to get through. And I don't want to just rush through it, miss everything, and then go fight Lorraine and Lothric. Even though I mean, that's what I want to do, but I know that's not what you goddamn sadists want to see. You like it when I suffer, don't you? It's fine, I'm just kidding. I'm fine with looting the area, I really don't care. I might skip it, I might not. Screw it, I'm skipping. gonna rush at me while I was healing. Thanks. Okay, it's fine. This castle's pretty big. I mean, I know that's like the most interesting commentary, but when, goddamn, this castle is huge. Imagine having to build something like this in real life. Like, Jesus Christ. Imagine seeing something like this in real life. When really here is just a tiny speck in this place. Well, what's funny is that being such a tiny speck, she is also the biggest impact on this goddamn castle, killing both the Dragon Slayer armor and Lorien and Lothric. As well as slaughtering everybody in the path. His tells aren't bad, his attacks are decently easy to dodge when you get later in the phases. I feel that way about Nameless King, actually. Nameless King does a ton of damage, he has a lot of health too. But later, as the fight gets later on, he becomes easier to punish because his attacks become a lot longer and have a lot more wind-up. So like while he's winding up, you can get like one hit in, dodge it, and then just wail on him because of the recoil of his attack. I don't know, it's just something I think about. While I'm getting my ass kicked by the Dragon Slayer armor. The thing is, with me, I think I'm getting a little bit overconfident with my thinking, oh, this boss isn't too hard, because I whooped them back when I was in my Dark Souls 3 prime, like when I was constantly playing it all the goddamn time. Like it was literally all I played. I'm still Dark Souls 3. I hate it. right after this, there's one, like, right in there. I appreciate how many bonfires Dark Souls 3 gives you, but Jesus Christ, they just kind of spammed them in some places. And other places, they completely lack them, and I would like more of them in. But then again, isn't that kind of the point of Dark Souls? And, you know, like, the fact that there's so few bonfires, because they're supposed to, like, be small moments of peace. You know, like that momentary rest before you get back into it. Also, for those of you who want to know how to get the Grand Archives key, you have to kill Gorm the Giant. Before you're allowed to enter here, Gorm the Giant must be killed. Because that body will not have the key unless he is dead. Also, there's a crystal sage. So yeah, be warned of that. When you kill him, he drops a scroll, I think. He gives you a scroll when you kill him. Something like that. Something I don't really care about because, once again, I don't play with magic. Because I don't like magic. I play these games to have fun, and I don't want to use stuff that I don't think would be fun. Because I see magic and shields and bows as the coward's way out, you know? As the way that would kind of ruin the fun. Because I've always been a, you know, close-up, hand-to-hand, melee kind of guy. Even in games where I'm offered range. Or where range is the primary attack, like in Fallout, for example. I would always play melee. I like them. I like playing melee. Because, you know, dodge with melee, you already have to dodge the attacks in. Like, you already have to dodge the attacks, like, that's just a given. But when you use magic and bows and you gotta wind it up and use spell casting time, and worry about spell casting times and, you know, time to, and all, it's just, it's not really good. And especially with bosses that are as aggressive as Nameless King or Gundyr, when you just don't have time to cast your spell, I don't want to have to worry about all that, you know? I'd rather just pick up my sword, drop the shield, because I don't use shields, like I said. I am going to use the shield. Play how you want. I'm not some Dark Souls elitist who's like, you can only play melee. Melee is the only way you can play this game. It's how the developers intended it. I don't care how the developers intended it to be played. You play it how you want to play. The developers intended you to fight the bosses in a proper order, too. But there's people who completely skip, like, entire sections of bosses and fights and stuff to go do harder ones, because they like that challenge. Also, if you dunk your head in that wax, then you get, I think the Candlehead people leave you alone. Or no, the hands don't hurt you. The hands don't curse you. So yeah, dunk your head in the wax. There is a benefit. It's not just there to be. Though it is not permanent. It will eventually run out. It'd be cool if the candle had got healing too. There's a lot of crystal lizards in here. Get that ladder. Grab this titanite. Make sure those hands aren't bothering me. Because normally the hands would actually be like doing a lot of damage. Not damage, but they would be cursing you. And just like the basilisks, when you get cursed, you immediately die. So yeah, that's not very fun. It is not at all a fun thing to deal with. That crystal sage is actually really annoying. I am trying to do things, Crystal Sage. I would appreciate if you would stop shooting your stupid magic at me. There's items down. Oops. That's my jump. Not jump. I just missed it. I thought you were supposed to land on the bookshelves. I missed it. I'm pretty sure the Crystal Sage's health remains the same when you die. Or it might not. I think it gets its health back. I'm pretty sure you get the Sage's scroll from it, so, you know. Just a little thing to know. If you respawn. Yep. He gets his health back. Just like any other mini-boss. Okay. I wonder if you can deal enough damage to kill him in one cycle. I mean, you probably can, because I almost did 2 times in a row. But still, I want to do it. Because I hate that Crystal Sage. He's so... You know, I just hate the Crystal Sage. I don't like his boss fight. I don't like the fact that he comes back. To annoy me even more. I just don't like him in general. His boss fight, it's okay enough, I guess. I mean, it's one of those boss fights that's like, it's alright. I mean, it's inoffensive. It's just kind of there. If it wasn't in the game, or if it was replaced by something else, it would be just fine. But since it's in the game, you know, it's the boss fight that's just, it's alright. It's there. I mean, you fight him. He is certainly a boss. Like, if you asked me how I feel about the Crystal Sage, I would just kind of give my response. He is certainly a boss fight. I mean, he may not be a very hard boss, but still, he is a boss fight. Okay, probably the most annoying part of this collection thing that I'm collecting everything in this place is done. That being jumping off that ledge and getting it to just have to climb back up anyway. Okay, now the most annoying part is the Crystal Sage. That bastard. He thinks he's safe up there. Look at him. Just mocking me. Guess what, buddy? There's a ladder right behind you, you jackass. So I'm gonna climb up there and I'm gonna stick my sword up your rectum. You aren't teleported. Oh no, you get the crystal spells. You want to find crystal spells from it. I mean, that makes sense. I guess it would also make sense to get the Sage's scroll too. If one would make sense. I am the wax woman. And there's this stuff here. All kinds of hands coming out of his books. Dude, why you got hands in your books, bro? The Sin Illusionary Wall. There's an Irithel Knight in here. So yeah, be prepared for the Irithel Knight in here. Excuse me. You know what I think is funny though? Since I'm thinking about bosses that come back as mini bosses in the game, but are literally just the same thing. Straight up, the Dragon Slayer armor comes back in the Ring City DLC, just as a mini boss out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not even kidding. He just comes back with a normal health bar. Still does a lot of damage though. And he's basically just the same boss fight, but a lot shorter. Kinda how this Crystal Sage is. How this Crystal Sage is compared to the regular Crystal Sage. Same boss fight, a lot shorter, a lot less annoying. Or no, wait, a lot more annoying. Because he teleports around a building too. And it's hard to chase him. Yeah, that's how you deal with that guy if you don't want to fight him. But if you want to get him out of the way for some reason. I forgot that there's no way to get up from out there. Like, to get up to the roof from out there. So, yeah. I just kinda killed that guy for no reason. Gonna drop down on this side, and now we have to make the ascent once again. You starting to see why this place is more annoying than anything? Like, this place isn't really bad, per se. Like, it's not too terrible. It's just annoying and time-consuming to get through. But once you unlock the shortcut at the top, it's fine. Still, I mean, still, this place is just, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of like how I feel about, it's literally just how I feel about the Crystal Sage, but put into an area. It's there. It exists. I mean, it's not bad, it's not good, but it certainly exists. I do appreciate the small shortcuts they give you when you pull levers and stuff, and that you can kick that ladder to give yourself an easier way up here. It's just more streamlined. It's literally just the way up here, but slightly faster than normal. And I will take slightly faster than normal than slow any day. I mean, you're definitely saving yourself time from having to run through that area and go up those stairs, but like, in reality, that shortcut's not that great. I mean, literally, it's just a ladder. It's just a ladder up to a place that you can already get to. That you can already get to in a timely manner. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate that shortcut. I definitely appreciate it, but you know, it's just there. Kind of how I feel about a lot of things in this game. It's just kind of there. You know, it certainly is there, and it exists, and it does its best. This is the shortcut, by the way. Well, one of them. This is a shortcut that is actually good, though. So, yeah, I like this shortcut. It's behind this here bookshelf. Pull this lever, and you can come through here and ride this elevator up. But there is yet another shortcut, so we better buckle up, because the next one's a real doozy. And it's definitely the most useful shortcut in this area. It just takes you all the way to the very top of this place. Like right to the top, the tippy top. Also, I'm just now remembering that the hands do in fact hurt you. Anyways, just a thought I had. But yeah, the elevator, the final elevator, the actual good shortcut, the best shortcut in this area. Takes you all the way to the very top, like right up to the top, so you don't have to go through all this again. And so you can, when you die, or if you die to Lorraine and Lothric, you can just charge right back in there really quickly. There's this area first. There's this area down there. And I actually have to do, you actually have to come through this area, so yeah, this place is just a big basket of joy. And also part of why I don't like this place, because it's just so big. My two reasons why I don't like this place are, it's just big, and there's a lot of things. I know I said no more looting, but literally all of the looting is in this place. Because I'm not going to go out of my way in this game. Like, because the items don't matter. I'm at a comfortable level. I don't need items to sell. I don't need items to use. I don't need them. My build is pretty much complete. If I had some. They did it good enough, and not even good enough. They did it. Stamina. It doesn't make no sense, but hey, I greatly appreciate it. I really appreciated it because it just feels like a waste of points. Putting my not points, souls. Putting my souls towards carrying more gear around. Like stuff that's slightly better than other stuff that in the end of that in reality doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like your defense obviously matters, but like yeah, there's stats for raising your defense as well, so you know. Don't miss this jump. There we go. But we can get this annoying item, so you don't have to look at it anymore. So if that item bothers you, that's how you get it. I know it sure bothered me my first few playthroughs. Or my first playthrough, I mean. Because I couldn't figure out how to get to it, and I was like, ugh, that item is bothering me. My inner completionist is aching. Please, game, just let me loot the item. And then I found the way there. And now we're all good. Now I gotta climb back to the top, because I jumped out to get that item. And I also went down there, so I could kill those guys and get the other item. I know I said no more going out of my way for looting, but, you know, I can't help myself. If it's not that big of an inconvenience, I do it. And besides, I really have nothing better to do with this episode. Like, I've killed Dragon Slayer armor, and the whole purpose of this episode is to get through this place. And get all the items along the way. Well, not along the way, because it doesn't really matter if I get them or not. So, and just grab items along the way, but mostly get through this place. Okay, what I mean by no more looting is, that was a lie, I'm going to loot because, you know, I need content. That was a joke. It's not that I need content, it's just I need some extra stuff to do in between the boss fights. Well, that's upsetting. What I mean by no more looting is that wasn't true, and I'm going to change what I do for looting. What I'm going to do for looting now is I'm going to go through and explore an area, to do all the interesting stuff that you can do. Grab, and, grab the items. And that's it. Nothing else. I'm not going out of my way, like 12 different locations back to grab the one goddamn purple moss I missed on a corpse. Like, I'm not doing that. I'll grab it if I see it, but I'm not going so far out of my way to get it, you know? Like, there's limits. Like that right there, yeah, sure, I'd walk the 10 feet to get to grab it. Like, if I see a treasure chest right in front of me, sure, I'll walk over and grab it. And, well, not grab it, I'll walk over and open it. But, like, the single titanite slab at the bottom of an elevator shaft that you need to ride the elevator down and then ride it back up, and all kind. You gotta wait for the elevator to go up and then ride it down. Ride it down. You know, like, no, I'm not doing all that for a titanite slab. Realistically, I don't need any items. You know what? Nah. Dirty, filthy. I'm just fighting bosses. You're gonna see me go through the areas, obviously. Fight bosses. So I'm kinda done this game. Not like done as in like I'm dead inside, I'm done. Just I want to complete this game bad, so bad. I just want to finish, please. Just let me finish the game. That would take too much longer. Probably go to bed. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this episode and go to bed. It's like 2 in the morning, I'm tired. Words cannot describe how pissed off I would be if this wasn't recording. I guess I would just like drop the whole series like I did in Dark Souls 2. Shown. God, I was so upset. And let me tell you, I would be even more upset if I had to do all of that again in any of these games. I'm going to tell you right now, if I forget to record and I miss a bunch of bosses or I miss any bosses, I'm sorry. I'm not restarting. I'm continuing on and we're gonna press forward. It's just what's gonna happen. Thanks for the undead bone shard. Like, you know, it's just what's going to happen because I can't make myself play through these games again that many times. This many times. You know, because I missed one boss. I missed showing one boss. Because I forgot to hit record like a dumbass. Oh, by the way, that's a gank fight out there. You know the Dark Souls equivalent of hunters that I always talk about? The really strong NPC human enemies? that actually know how to fight. Yeah, they're out there. And 3 of them. And they all attack you at once. 2 of them are ranged, 1 of them is melee. One's a sorcerer, one's an archer, and one's a warrior. I know them very well because they always kick my ass and make me go through this entire place again. Because I always try to run past them to get to the elevator to unlock the shortcut, so I don't have to worry about, you know, getting my ass whooped and having to come back all the way, the hard way. Hopefully I can make it past them this time. But sometimes, okay, good, I made it past them. But sometimes they just, like, the sorcerer shoots me in the back with like a great soul arrow, and I fall flat on my face. The axe guy comes over, chops me up, and then the archer starts shooting me. Whoops, I accidentally set the elevator up. And then they just all gang rape me. It's awful, and I hate it. And I hate them. Screw them. They're awful. Okay, I'm gonna kill those guys. Then, literally, not even literally. Then, after that, I'll loot their little area, and that's that. Screw exploring the DLC areas. If you want to explore the DLC areas, download the DLC and play it yourself. Or have someone. Because I'm just out of it. No, I am out of this series. I am so done. Oh, the archer guy will do melee. The sorcerer is my main concern, because she's the one who does damage too. And she does a lot of damage from the back. Being protected by her, do a little gank squad here. And the archer is next. You just basically gotta break down the gank, honestly. Because if someone's fighting melee with you, this goes for PvP players as well. If someone's fighting melee, and then there's people in the back shooting at you, always go for the people in the back first. Chase them down, kill them. Because chances are their health is way, way lower than the person with the greatsword trying to chase you down and hack you up. Because the people in the back don't need to have nearly as much health as the person in front. Because the person in front is meant to draw the aggro while the others attack from behind them, so that they can get hits in and then get an easy win. So yeah, if you ever find yourself in that situation where you're being attacked by a melee fighter and 2 ranged people, and a ranged person, or 2 ranged people, or whatever, however many, take out the ranged people first. Trust me, it will help you. There's an area up there, but I'm not going up there because I don't want to. I am done with looting, honestly. No more looting. No more looting. It's literally just mad dashes to boss fights from here on. I'm sorry for those who like my looting, and I might just be talking out of my ass here again, because I'm just tired and want to finish this. But by the time I'm done, I'm probably just talking out of my ass, let's be real here. In the morning, I'll come on, start recording, and just loot all of the Ring City, Ash Oriental, and all that, and you know, like that kind of thing. They'll be like, I say I won't do it, I won't do it, I won't do it, and then I do it anyway. I don't even know why I came to this place. I just kind of wanted to ride the elevator down. But yeah, I'm not going to be fully exploring areas to get all their loot. That's what it is. I'll explore them enough to get to do stuff, and that's it. I'm not fully exploring, not taking every little nook and cranny pathway, you know, because I just can't. Especially with the Ring City, because that place is absolutely ginormous. Well, actually, you know, I'll just do it, because both areas aren't that bad. I mean, the Ring City and Ashes of Ariandel, especially Ashes of Ariandel, because, you know, it's basically like 3 areas. A forest that's not that big. A forest that's not that large. And doesn't have that many items in it. Why is my strength ring not equipped? Or is it broken? What's wrong with it? Whatever. But anyways, a forest that's not that big. It's fine. I mean, it's whatever. A church that is not that big where you find freed. The area under the church, which is not that big, once again, doesn't have that many items in it. And it also has a boss fight. The village, which is probably the biggest part of the play. And then like some other small places that aren't hard to get through and aren't bad. I'm not gonna start Ashes of Ariandel or Rain City until I have taken down all of them. All of the Lords of Cinder, including the Soul of Cinder, until every boss in the main game is killed. I will not be taking on the final 6 bosses in the DLC. Alright everyone, this is Cursed. I'm giving a very tired goodbye. Have a wonderful night.